Okay, round two. Round two is against Adol. Adol's playing Smoke. We have Adol as part of the unbanned testing group, and we have played this matchup before, this Reality Plus against Smoke deck, and the Reality Plus has beat it very badly every time. So this should be a very favorable matchup. I just need to play it correctly. I just need to remind myself of Adol's list. We're on Afterimage, which is pretty bad. Against Turnpike, we're on Cleaver, which is very good against Eula. So Eula probably doesn't get installed in this matchup. And then we're on Penrose, which is very standard. Clot Mantle, Misdirect, 3 SMC, 1 Takobi. So the thing is, there's no drip here. So if we can just keep Adol down, we should win the game. Beth, DJ, we have to remember the DJ. So we probably need to throw an ice on HQ, especially early. Networkers can get trashed. Twinning gets trashed. Taga gets trashed. Stone ships we don't care about. We have All-Seeing Eye, so they might get caught in a crossfire. Anacam, 1 simul chip. The simul chip doesn't get us too much. It can rejig the Penrose if they want to do that. Or can reinstall an SMC. There's one piece in our time that I am very happy about. I would love 5 credits. Gamble, SMC, into the depths. So, like, get the breaker, into the depths of remote, install misdirect, clear misdirect, misdirect tags. That's the play. But this deck cannot sustain the econ pressure that my deck can put out. So that's generally the summary of this matchup. Mulligan for Drago. The central pressure is twinning. So it's not a concern. There's no conduit like what happened in Swiss. That game where I really well could have lost. And I think I'm good to go. Just going to check some Discord. Any tips against Arlec J's runner? All right. Let's go. Timer started. And okay, let's go. Okay, so this is actually a keep because we have a Drago. Very straightforward. And they're keeping as well. So let's get a piece of ice with a, let's say U2. No ice is really unfortunate. Let's install Spin and Hedge Fund. So they still have to respect Drago here. If they know me well enough, they should know that I wouldn't just throw it on the board. But they'll probably still check it because you don't want to install a daily cast into a Drago here. So we're probably going to run the remote here. We're going to res a spin. We're going to shuffle the 2 cards back. Ooh, we just drew hard-hitting news. You can trash it. We don't want to trash it. Okay. I think I'll still news. Install news. Seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have the SMC, we have to SMC for our misdirection. If we don't have it, we have to have the misdirection. If we don't have the misdirection, this turn is going to suck for them. And I get $2 back here. So I spent 9, minus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 5. So I spent $5 and a click to give the runner 4 tags. And I have 4 credits here. IP block on the remote is going to be good enough. And the prison only begins. We have market forces in hand if they have 3 credits or more next turn. We have Arcane Memories in hand as well to pick up the hard hitting and play it again. Okay, we have the SMC. So SMC for misdirection, use misdirection. And then they go low on credits. And then I pop Drago and I... lots of options for our last click. We'll see how much money he ends on. If we have the SMC, getting the misdirect is the correct play. But it means we don't have an SMC to get a breaker. Stone Chip. Okay. So let's go advance Drago, give tag. We could install NGO if we're... actually, we just advance the Drago again. Gain 2. We don't want Beth to do anything, because that's a source of drip. We don't want them to have any source of drip, or any source of money for that matter. Adol knows that this piece of ice is not either IP block or turnpike now. And it can no longer be Mausolus, which is very important information to be giving away. But I think I'm okay to give away that information in exchange for him not getting $1 off Beth. If he doesn't clear the tag, we might market forces for 3, see what happens. The NGO is also very important. Like, I might not throw that out just randomly. Throw that out, and by throw that out I mean just install it and use it to gain money. Because it might beta run. That's a dirty laundry. It's bold. That's extremely bold. That's a horrible play, actually. But horrible play for him is good play for us. Advance, Drago, market forces. And last click is what? Advance the Drago again. We'll just keep counters on here. Oh, wait. It's actually give tag market forces trash Beth. Because no drip. Oh, we done. Okay, let's have a chat. Oh, my sounds was on for that. Hello?
Hey William, we played.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's pretty much exactly how I said that to go. But
Man.
that was anyway. So now you go to the upper bracket and clear it, and I go to the lower bracket and clear it, and then we can meet in the finals.
We'll meet again in the final. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel bad to cause a turn 4 concession.
I know. I figured that I'd rather not get frustrated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What would end up with. So I figure, okay, you're already so much ahead that that's not happening. So instead, I'll just going to pretend that game never happened and proceeded with top cut further on.
Yeah, you know, to be fair, you came into the tournament and you were like, "This is the deck that you don't want to play against." So
yeah.
Do you want to talk about your last game? Because you beat the deck that you're supposedly very unfavored against.
Yeah. So two things happened. One thing that I did draw into my peace in our time turn one.
Okay.
So that was already a start because we figured with Armin yesterday, but if that happens in the turns of the bladder words for 2 to 3 turns, and that's all I need to set up. And the other very fortunate thing that happened was that I was able to get 3 agendas in 1 turn. So that was also something that.
Oh, wait, you got 3 agendas in 1 turn?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah, so I was trying to control the game. So the R&D was down to like 18 cards. So I made like 2 lucky R&D runs, and then I figured there should be something in HQ, and there were 2 agendas in there as well.
Wow. And I assume you like, I mean, did you even install your breakers? You installed your.
Yeah, I did. So it was actually pretty funny because I got my Penrose and Cleaver. I mean, as a follow up to Peace in Our Time, because that's pretty much what that's for.
Yeah.
And I was usually around 0 credits, so I was just clicking for 1 or 2, getting into the depth. Broke white space with just the smoke credit, letting the illusory credits fire, getting credits of into the depth to trash like whatever that was, whether that was an MCA or whether that was an urban renewal, and then having 1 more credit of that trade to go creative commission last click, and then get economic warfare and repeat the process the next turn. So it was a tough grinder, but that kind of grinder helped me just get through most of their deck, and then the agendas were pretty much the only
cards left.
The only things around. Yeah. So but that was still super lucky. Like, wow. I mean, making these accesses was like, I don't know, 3% of success, I guess.
Did they? So I assume like the Bladder Wart and the MCA and the Urban Renewal, like when sometimes they trash them to get a Drago and then double advance Drago and try to play Trust Op.
Yeah, so that's one of the options, but it was pretty much that. Spice something excavator is a key card in there, because he's got a lot of like non-consequential 2 costs, and then each turn clicklessly they can either get an urban renewal or MCA, or if they have some inconsequential 1 cost like Bloodwort that is no longer ticking. I mean, that no longer deals damage due to but they usually did, or Tithe, yeah. Then suddenly it's a clickless Draga, and that's the tough one. So I'm actually very, very happy that I managed to win that one, and I'm now hoping that somebody else is going to eliminate Man in the Moon, because I don't fancy meeting that decklist again.
Wow, I mean, oh, I guess you guys will have both played both sides now, because Man in the Moon is playing Runner right now, and you. Oh no, you just played Runner again.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I ran
you should be
twice.
corping. You should be corping next game for sure, and then you should be
Yes.
also ideally you should also be corping the game after as well.
Yeah, so let me take a look at the bracket, because you're going to go against either Ice Prisma or Alec J, whoever wins, and I'm going to go to the losers bracket to go against the winner of Prof Wacko versus Edmond, right?
Um, you will be playing. You play against the winner of yeah, I think the winner of Prof Wacko or Edmund. I
Okay,
think
so
so.
okay, so I am very happy to be corping against them,
Yeah, yeah,
because that's going to either criminal, which is good. I actually won that game in Swiss, or APAC Hoshiko, right? Yeah,
yeah. All right. Okay, I'll let you prepare for that and take a break, and I
yeah,
will
like
hopefully see you in the finals.
yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right.
So thanks a lot, William, and see you around.
Okay. Have a good one. Oh, sorry. Are you still there? Ah, you left. Okay, that's fine. I will ask after. If you see this part of the video, that means he said yes. um, so yeah, very short second game of the cut. Again, I feel bad winning in that manner, but it makes a lot of sense because we've played this matchup in our testing. Like this wasn't just the first time we've played. We've played this matchup before many times in testing, and the smoke loses every time. So he went for a risk, and I had the market forces to punish it. And that's game over. Let's just cut the game now. Um, Recharge, refocus, and not let the game get to you. And we'll just focus on winning the next one. So, yeah, honestly, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, so I will see you in the winners finals, where I will be playing against either Arlec J or Ice Prisma. If I play against Arlec J's played Runner twice. So if Arlec J wins, then Arlec J is going to be playing Corp. And Arlec J's Corp deck is a Fast Advance, Hard Hitting News, No Econ Warfare deck with 1 copy of Boom and 2 Wake Up Calls. So if I never trash stuff, then I should never get hit by Wake Up Call. We'll see how that works out. There's 3 copies of Audacity. We're just rushing. We're not Ob, so we're really just playing Gear Check Runner. And Gear Check Runner gets beaten by an early boat install. So let's get an early boat install. Let's not get hard hitting newsed. And this should be a very favored matchup because I have Call Out in the deck as well. 1 copy of Maverick, no Arc Lockdown. No red level to install the Maverick, so I can just run it. So again, should be favored matchup. I hope Arlec J wins against Ice Prisma. However, Ice Prisma is the newest unbanned teammate. Ice Prisma was not with us before, but we had Axwell. Axwell played in this tournament as well in round 5. Was unfortunately paired against Adol in the 2-for-1 to get into the cut. So either Adol makes it or Axwell makes it, and Adol won that. So Axwell was not able to make the cut. Axwell was playing the exact same lists that I have, which is the exact same lists that Ice Prisma brought as well. So basically Axwell wanted to use my lists, and Axwell and Ice Prisma usually play the same lists together. So that was kind of the situation. I said that they were okay to play them. So they're both playing the lists. Ice Prisma is, again, newest member of the team. You always want a teammate to win. Yeah, but for me, personally, this Corp matchup should be good for me. Whereas the mirror match of Reality plus Lat should be a Lat win every time. The only thing that I have going for me is that Ice Prisma did not practice this deck nearly as much as I did. So they don't understand, they probably don't understand the dynamic of the Lat versus Reality plus matchup. So maybe I have that going for me. If Ice Prisma wins, Ice Prisma has Corped and Ice Prisma has Ran. And I have Ran and I have Corped. So it'll be a coin toss to see who gets to Corp, who gets to run. And if I run, that is a win for Lat. It's a very, very Lat favored game. So yeah, like this is why Bridgman moved away from the Reality Plus, by the way, is because it just loses to Lat every time, and he wanted to find a deck that can win against everyone. So that's why he put the deck back. But I was like, you know what? Not a lot of people are playing like value drip Lat, so I brought the deck anyways. And now I gave value drip Lat to other people, and now I might run into the person who's playing it. Maybe the decision comes back to bite me. We'll see. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take a bit of a break, and I will see everybody in winners finals.